What's up, radio fans? Hope you had a great week. This is Big Al. It's Friday, July 31st, 2020, and welcome to another edition of This Week in Radio. We'll be taking a look at some of the top radio stories from the past week, including the Black Information Network officially launching in St. Louis, the Morning Mess based out of Phoenix will begin the broadcast in Los Angeles in the not-too-distant future. Bubba the Love Sponge's daily syndicated talk show expands into 2 major markets. And a Las Vegas sports station officially launches Raider Nation Radio next week. So with that, let's get right into the news, shall we? Starting off with the story that I told you about last week. The Black Information Network is officially launched in St. Louis. This is by me, Big Al Williams, dated July 30th, 2020. Alright. Translator station W279AQ 103.7 FM, licensed to Muskota, Illinois, is the new St. Louis affiliate of the recently launched Black Information Network. At midnight Central Daylight Time on Monday morning, the translator station dropped its long-time urban adult contemporary format to air iHeartMedia's 24-hour Black-centric news network. The translator, which is owned by the Educational Media Foundation and is currently being leased out to iHeartMedia for its programming, has been simulcasting the Urban AC format, which is currently being heard on KLLT 104.9 FM, Columbia, Illinois, after the station dropped its alternative rock format back on July 17th. Black Information Network's programming can also be heard on HD radio on KATZ FM 100.3 HD2 Bridgeton. Alright. Live 1015 Phoenix's Morning Mess to air on 97.1 AMP in Los Angeles. Now the remaining stories today are all by Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com. This story was dated July 30th, 2020. Entercom-owned CHR station 97.1 AMP, otherwise known as KAMP Los Angeles, has announced that it will begin airing the Morning Mess, which is based at co-owned Live 1015 KALV Phoenix, during the morning drive. The show, which is hosted by Joey Boy, Anish Ratan, Yana Shepard, and Carla Hernandez, will air weekdays from 5 till 10 a.m. and feature a few local inserts for the Los Angeles area. Mornings at 97.1 AMP have been vacant since Chris Booker exited in Entercom's April cuts, and Crystal B moved to nights on that station. Bubba the Love Sponge added in Detroit and Pittsburgh. This is also by Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com, dated July 28th, 2020. Genesis Communications, based in Tampa, Florida, and their United Cities Productions have taken over syndication of Bubba the Love Sponge's morning show and have announced that the program has debuted on Birace Broadcasting's Freedom 1160, which is WCXI Fenton, Detroit, and Fox Sports 540, WWCS Cannonsburg, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Bubba's show is based at the Tampa Bay studios of Genesis Communications, where it also airs on Sports Talk Florida, which is WWBA 820, and translators W252DF 98.3 Largo, and W244EG 96.7 Tampa. The show continues to be heard on JVC Media's Florida Man Radio, 660 WDYZ Alamonte Springs, and 105.5 W288CJ Oviedo in the Orlando radio market, and on 104.9 WYBC High Springs Gainesville, as well as LM Communications 98 Rock, also known as 98.1 WYBB, in Charleston, South Carolina. Frank Ski joins WHUR for afternoons. This is by Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com, dated July 30th, 2020. After departing Entercom-owned hip-hop and R&B station V103 WVEE in Atlanta last week, Frank Ski will join Howard University's owned R&B station WHUR Washington for the afternoon drive. Ski previously held the afternoon shift at WHUR from 2013 to 2015 in between his two runs at V103 in Atlanta. Prior to moving to Atlanta in 1998, Ski spent a decade in Baltimore at WXYV V103 and WERQ 92Q. Frank will be joined on the new show by Nina Brown. Brown previously served as Ski's executive producer during his earlier stint in Washington at WHUR, as well as his two runs on WVEE in Atlanta. Brown is also brand manager for Frank Ski Global and worked on air at NBC television station WXIA-TV in Atlanta. Ski and Brown will succeed Mark Clark and Allison Seymour, who departed the afternoon drive program earlier this month. All right. Our next story takes us to San Francisco. Joe Fortenbaugh to depart mornings at KGMZ for ESPN. By Lance Venta, RadioInsight.com, July 27, 2020. Entercom-owned sports station 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM San Francisco. Morning co-anchor Joe Fortenbaugh has announced he is leaving the station to relocate to Las Vegas for a position with ESPN. Fortenbaugh has been part of multiple iterations of morning shows at KGMZ FM since joining the station in 2014. He has been teamed with Lorenzo Neal, and I forgot to write his first name in, but his last name Stibney. But that show was known as Joe, Cole, and Dibs since 2016. Prior to joining KGMZ, Fortenbaugh hosted afternoons at WSAN in Allentown, Pennsylvania from 2010 to 2011 and co-founded NationalFootballPost.com. Since March of 2019, he has served as a regular contributor on the sports betting program Daily Wager, airing nightly on ESPN News. In his tweet making the announcement, Fortenbaugh says he'll be appearing across all of ESPN's platforms. All right, our next story is Lotus to launch Raider Nation Radio on 920 KRLV Las Vegas. This story also by Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com, July 27, 2020. Lotus Broadcasting has become the new broadcast partner for the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders with the team's move to the city. The franchise's games will air on Comp 92.3, that's KOMP, and 920 KRLV. The latter station will completely rebrand on Monday, August 3rd as Raider Nation Radio. The former 920 The Game and former NBC Sports Radio affiliate will feature an all-new lineup. Clay Baker will move from mornings at ESPN 100.9, which is KWWN 1100 AM, and translator K265EZ 100.9 FM, to the same slot at KRLV, paired with former NFL wide receiver and UNLV announcer Mike Pritchard. The Mike Greenberg Show from ESPN Radio will follow from 10 a.m. till noon. John Tornar, also known as JT the Brick, will host the show from noon to 2 p.m. in addition to his 4 to 6 p.m. show on Fox Sports 98.9, which is KKGK 1340 AM, and an unlisted translator station at 98.9. Which will include a number of Raiders-specific programs, including a weekly show with Raiders head coach John Gruden. Goldbrandren will host Silver and Black Today, weekdays from 2 till 4. And Las Vegas Review-Journal beat writer Vincent Bassignor will host Afternoon Drive from 4 till 6 p.m. The company also announced that Tyler Bischoff will move from his 10 to 11 a.m. slot to join Ed Graney on the morning drives on KWWM, with Baker's move to what is soon to be Raider Nation Radio. Danny Freminger to program ESPN Radio 1320 Sacramento. This is from Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com, July 27th, 2020. Intercom's ESPN Radio 1320 KIFM Sacramento has appointed Danny Friesinger as brand manager. Friesinger will continue to serve as assistant brand manager for San Francisco co-owned sports station 95.7 The Game, a position he has held since 2016. He joined KGMZ-FM in 2015 as a producer and has previously held producer roles at KNBR San Francisco and NBC Sports Bay Area. And our final story today is Scott Jamieson named Beasley Detroit Operations Manager. This story also by Lance Venta of RadioInsight.com, July 29th, 2020. Beasley Media Group has announced the appointment of Scott Jamieson as Operations Manager for their Detroit radio cluster and Program Director of Classic Rock 94.7 WCSX. Jamieson most recently spent 8 years as Operations Manager at Cumulus Minneapolis and Program Director of Classic Rock Station 92 KQRS, which is 92.5 FM in Minneapolis, and the Vice President of Classic Rock for Cumulus until his exit in January of this year. And he and he has a pretty decorated resume. Jameson has also programmed 92.9 Dave FM, which was WZGC Atlanta, currently airing a sports format, and was the vice president of adult rock for then CBS Radio from 2009 to 2012, and then spent 15 years as operations manager and program director of both classic rock station Q95 WFB Q94.7 and Rock 103X, which was WRZX 103.3, now alternative station WOLT in Indianapolis. Both stations, by the way, owned by iHeartMedia. And he also programmed KY 102, which at the time was known as KYYS FM, Kansas City, Missouri. Jameson fills the opening created by the departure of Jerry J.T. Terrence earlier this month. And that's a look at what's making news across the world of radio on this July 31st. Alright, quick channel update. I am working on the New York City market as we speak. It'll probably take me a few days to write down all this information. So I look to have that video recorded, say, early to mid next week or so, because this is a pretty big market I'm dealing with. This is the largest radio market I'm dealing with. So anyway, watch out for that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell every time I go live. This is Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I will talk to you later. Peace out.